I'm Grant.
Welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where you get a Frenchman jacket, which is a lumber jacket, because I just came back from Quebec. Well, Sunday, because I saw I was at a drum fest. That's it. Yeah, I saw Porcupine Tree the Monday before that, which was fantastic, but the sound was crap. What do you want? I have an educated ear. The sound was crap. Anyways, I came back from the Quebec Drum Fest 25th anniversary, where my dear friend Ralph Angelillo has been putting it together for 25 years. Actually, 27 because of the COVID. I mean, it was canceled twice. But nevertheless. So it was a little chilly, it was a little nippy, so I bought this what we call lumber jacket. But it says Canada, and it's not supposed to say Canada. It's supposed to say Quebec. I wanted Quebec, and it's all comfy-wumpy. And I'm having some Quebecois beer with a Quebecois jacket, lumberjack. But no Quebecois tobacco. But that's okay. So look, the news this week. First things first, Artie of ARDWULF'S LAIR is going to be celebrating his 15th year? 15th year, if I'm not mistaken. And he's going to be doing like some sort of ArtieCon something. And he's going to be on for 8 hours, virtually, that is. And personally, I think he's crazy. But stay tuned, check it out. I don't know much of the details. He is going to send me more information. So that's ARDWULF'S LAIR, 15th year anniversary extravaganza. I'm going to pop in for sure once or twice, in or out, depending if I work that day or not. Because I just got a job at, I just got the same job, but I've been transferred to another hospital, and this is a big hospital, and it's amazing. I was very lucky to have been in a small hospital where it was quaint and personal. Now this is not quaint and not personal, it's industrial. The food is still crap as far as I'm concerned that they're serving the residents in palliative care, but some of these residents can't eat stuff, so they have to eat like mushy peas and liquefied this and liquefied that, and it's all dietitioned by a diet person, if that makes any sense. So yeah, check out Artie, keep in touch with ARDWULF'S LAIR, go on his channel, check it out. And if you haven't checked it out yet, it's a great channel. And ARDWULF is he's full of information. The guy is a nerd genius. You know what I'm saying? And for the reviewers this week, man, when I was downloading images to showcase the reviewers, there was a ton of stuff. Some reviewers came out of the sleep to come back after a couple of years. A lot of reviewers have a lot of videos out, and basically that's going to be the show, so I got to get into it. I also did a GMT week monthly update, so that's going to be in there. Ricardo is in? Ricardo is not in this week. Was he in last week? He wasn't in last week either, eh? Or was he? Well, we have Wojennik. Dave is out because he's busy. He's a pappy. And KilRoy, well, he shafted me another time. Kilroy, love you, man. Have a good show. And here we go on with the reviews and the news. And speaking of the devil, KilRoyWasHere has a shellacking worth of videos, 12 videos out, and he's got no time to give me a video. Well, we have a revolution in Iran, not Iran, Iran, an unboxing. Also, Coffee with Kilroy, Panzer Shrek issue number 19. I checked that out. That's very interesting. This is a Gary Graber magazine. Also, Kilroy goes off the shelf. Thank you all for watching. Kilroy, Robert, I appreciate what you said about me. I know I haven't mentioned it, but that's because I'm a proud man. I don't want to show my feelings. That's all crap. Thank you very much, Robert. I love you very much. Also, Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday Monolith Arena by Portal Games, if I'm not mistaken. Again, Sci-Fi Fantasy Saturday Monolith Arena, the expansions. Again, Saturday, an after-action report consisting of the Monolith Arena, Soviet Fallout, the Nagorno-Karabakh War, and that was a fly, in 92-94. Stickers versus counter-clipping. Both are tedious as far as I'm concerned. Corrupt Bargain, the 1812 or 1824 presidential election. He does a playthrough of the presidential election. Then he talks about Command and Colors Samurai Battles, plus the CDG STUKAJOE solo system, and he unboxes a game by Shackles called Napoleon 1815. Also, the vampire that is Mark Felton of Mark Felton Productions has 2 videos out this week. The Hunt for Martin Bormann, Episode 2, The Escape Route, and The British Royal Train. All this on Mark Felton Productions. On Indy Nidel's fantastic channel, World War II, we have 5 videos out this week. D-Day on the Road vlog, part 1. I think they're in France. Also, Il Duce escapes the 17th of September 1943. What a scumbag. And U.S. concentration camps and Hitler's latest ally. D-Day on the Road vlog, part 2. And Life Inside a Panzer Tank, part 1, which I saw, and I had a good time watching it. The gentlemen of the Player's Aid have 3 videos out this week. A review of Fort Jefferson attack game from THGC LLC. Also, WBC, another video from WBC 2022, a preview of Blood and Treasure from Dan Bullock, and a review of David Thompson's Sniper Elite from Rebellion Unplugged. Gotta get me some of that. On the Sci-Fi channel, on the Sci-Fi Central, look, relax tonight. It's Friday, Saturday, whatever you want to do. There's 3 movies on. There's Strangehold or Stranglehold. It's a full movie, man, 1 hour and 26 minutes. And Metropolis Remastered. Fritz Lang's Metropolis, man. Bloody hell. Check it out. Classic science fiction, man. And Flora, Sci-Fi Adventure on the Sci-Fi Central. ID Jester Kurt, he's, man, buzzing out on videos here. He's got 6 videos this week. Batman Talisman Solo with Joker versus Penguin. And the War Room with the 3 gentlemen, that is Rough Swordsman and Tony. Also, Sunday Night Arkham Horror Yog Sothoth. Seriously, that's what it is. Versus Ashcan Pet ... And ranking all my war games on Pub Meeple Live. This is what Kurt's doing. And Sunday Night Arkham Horror again. And DC deck building game Crisis expansion. 1 player, I guess it's solo. All this on ID Jester. This week, I told you there was a lot of videos, and we're just beginning. The Discriminating Gamer has 3 videos this week. Rear Window. That's an Alfred Hitchcock movie. I didn't know they made it into a board game. Also, Cody's Top 10 Video Game Boards. Games to board game. Hold on a second. Cody's Top 10 Video Games to board games. Ah, I understand. And The Rocketeer, Fate of the Future. I love that Art Deco stuff. And we have... My computer's buzzing out here. Come on. You know what? I'm going to get a new computer. And guess who's donating this new computer? Plus 2 monitors. Carol Parazzi. What a sweetheart of a guy. I got thousands of his games that he's given to me. Now he's giving me a Mac Mini with 2 monitors. Anyways, Tabletop Sci-Fi has 2 videos this week. Eclipse, New Dawn for the Galaxy. That was on last week. And Hotspot, a metagaming game review and how to play. The Cop, that is Wayne Hansen. 3 videos. Let's Chat Live. 3,000 subscribers celebration. The guy's got more than me. And I do the news. I'm like Ted Baxter, man. Anyways. Also, Let's Play Volter's Lead the Way complete playthrough. By the way, congratulations, Wayne, on 3,000. Power to you, man. And Recon, David Thompson's Lazarus Ridge Battle of the Bulge Solitaire. Gotta get me some of that. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer has 4 videos. Blood Red Skies Sea Battle Part 1. Also a Kickstarter, Would Not Back Again. And Valorant Victory Steam version. You know, I had the boxed version, or where I created a boxed version of Valorant Victory. But then I was too lazy, so I threw it out. I don't know anything about the game. And Race for Gasoline 148 Tactic. It's a Kickstarter. All this on the GIMPY Gamer. Nerd Workshop. Counter Clipping and Storage 2. what happens after, and the US Civil War GMT games, a first look. On Storm of Steel Wargaming, 3 videos, Bench Report Hobby Update, also Storm of Steel Paint and Chat for you miniature peoples, and the death of Werner Voss, Quick Strike Battle Report on Storm of Steel Wargaming. RD of ARDWULF'S Lair is unboxing Great Battles of Julius Caesar Deluxe Edition. Also counterclipping, pre-order rundown, Legion Wargames, and everything you wanted to know about Wargames but were afraid to ask, with me, Dan Pancaldi, and we were talking about hidden movements, amongst other topics, and a designer interview, Bear Trap with designer Paul Daniels, and an unboxing of Deadly Northern Lights 2nd edition, and he gives us a little update of September 14th, 2022. All this on ARDWULF'S Lair, and do not forget his 15th anniversary con he's going to be doing. Christopher Prest, my paisan from the south, has 12 videos out. You see what I'm saying about lots of videos? And he's got a video on the Weltkrieg. That is 6 videos as I see so far. And I should say 6, 7, 8, 9 videos. 10, 11. And he's got an in-between video called Bridget. Christopher Press, ladies and gentlemen. STUKAJOE, the legend, has 2 videos this week. Next Sunday, Night Bomb Run, and next live Bomb Run, live September 25th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Tony's Board Life this week, 4 videos. Hadrian's Wall, excuse me, an unboxing, also a playthrough of said game, Hadrian's Wall, and Gandhi Live playthrough parts 1. Also, the last video is Fields of Fire, Korea, Naktong Mission 1, Attempt 2, Turn 2. All this on Tony's Board Life. On Combat Board Games this week, looking at Solitaire 19th Century War Game by Minden Games. And if you want to check out a Minden game kind of showcase, check out KilRoyWasHere. He's got a couple of videos on Minden Games. And I got that fly, I got it, I swear to God, it was bugging me. On Tank Zone, 2 videos this week. Actually, one was from last week, but the one this week is Best World War II Solitaire Board Games Ground Warfare on Tanks Zone. And I got another one. The Fruit Flies, let me tell ya. Seek out and play the video, the lights, the voice up front, German 501 City, Fight in 4, a brief video that discusses buildings, or a building of German squad up for upfront 501 city fight in 4 scenario. The video itself discusses German abilities and then provides a squad example gleaned from the General Volume 26 issue. Dragon Man, you gotta check it out. It's insanity and decadence. Melissa shoots a minigun, and how does he get a minigun? That's unbelievable. All this on Dragon Man, and I got a fly buzzing around me, and it's gonna bust my chops, and you know it. Jan Heinemann Let's Play History has 6 videos out this week. Probably more, but I can only get 6 on the screen. So Ville Ferde, a medieval versus Butterblümche. I swear that fly. And Die Fürth, 1805 Campagne, and Von Linknacht, Recht und Zurück, and Chaos und Beschuss, and Die Gaffengang, and Ihm Schutz die Nacht. This is for our German viewers. If I knew, I would have said it before. On Let's Play History. Gamer's Closet, the time when Magic the Gathering was banned. I didn't know that. Also a misunderstood rule for Magic the Gathering. On Learn to Play with Easy Rules with Ben Harsh of Harsh Rules, breaking down board games, the setup and basic rules of Battle Cry. This is an old Command and Colors type game. It's a Richard board game. On Dave's Gaming Cave, 4 videos this week. 2 of them on Lazarus Ridge, Attack Phase 3 and 4 and Finale. 1 on Point Blank. V is for Victory. It's an unboxing on his Open the Box. And a video called Last Chance Cook-Off, Hendrickson Family Farm. On Dave's Gaming Cave this week. On My Own Worst Enemy, 2 videos unboxing the Poussin Perimeter and gameplay Assault Red Horizon 41, turn number 7. On History Hustle, why the Wehrmacht was outraged by Ustaša mass violence in Croatia during World War II. The independent state of Croatia was Croatia during the Second World War. What happened in Croatia during World War II? The independent state of Croatia, NDH, was established when the German invasion of Yugoslavia was still going on, led by the UTASA organization under the leadership of... Check it out on History Hustle. The Tank Museum. Tank Chats number 164. The M50 Sherman. On the Tank Museum. In this episode of Tank Chats, David Wiley discusses the history of the M50 version of the Sherman. Well, that's a mighty good looking Sherman in powder blue. Rough Swordsman Wargamer, he's all cuddly and everything, does a playthrough, a part 3 of a playthrough of Zero Leader from DVG. This is a game of the World War II Pacific Theater, and it's a solitaire game from DVG. Pyrrhus versus Rome on Little Wars TV, when Pyrrhus of Euprius invaded southern Italy in 280 BC, he set a historic collision course into motion, a collision between East and West. For the first time, the vaunted Macedonian pike phalanx would meet the Roman legion in battle. All this on Little Wars TV. And excuse me for trying to kill that fly, but he's around me and he ain't letting up. On the Dusted Game Shelf, 4 videos, an unboxing of Dungeon Quest, an unboxing of Andorian Empire, an unboxing of The World of Smog, Rise of Moloch, and Waffle on September books. This on the Dusted Game Shelf. World War II Solitaire Board Games has 6 videos this week. The Hunters, a C3I expansion, Episode 1 playthrough. Also, Heroes of Normandy, Big Red 1 edition. And Patton's Best, a playthrough. This is Episode 5 of Patton's Best. Also, The Hunters, C3I expansion, Episode 2. And Heroes of Normandy, War Stories, Hell's Fury, and Episode 6 of Patton's Best playthrough. I've always liked Patton's Best. It's a little abstracted, but I always enjoyed it. Zilla Blitz, 3 videos this week. Save, South Vietnam War Game review. Also, Freezing Inferno prototype unboxing. This is by Print Shop Games. And Destiny of the World, World War II strategy game on the PC. Not the Mac, the PC. On Hexes and Soldiers, look at this guy. Where does he get the money to buy this nice furniture? You know what I'm saying? On Hexes and Soldiers, September 22nd, 2022 is a card game. Not much more information than that I can gather from the clip that I have screenshotted. But Jason Cruz will make it interesting on Hexes and Soldiers. 6 Actual is unboxing an old game designer workshop game called Blue Max Dogfights Over France. I've always liked those type of games. Very, very nostalgic. On Compass Games, we have Compass Games Town Hall episode 52. Arriving live on Thursday, September 22nd at 8 p.m. Join Bill Thomas for the latest company news and for your chance to win a free game on Compass Games Town Hall. Hex to Hex, 6 videos. The Wilderness, Operation Thesis, Hexi unboxing, and Stalin's Triumph, a Hexi unboxing. Stalin's Triumph is a game by Lock and Load Publishing. The Operation Thesis is a VUCA simulation game. Cross Keys Part 1, this is a GMT game. Advanced Squad Leader Scenario 6 Part 1, and Valor and Victory Look Through. Something about that game I seem to like. I don't even know it, but I just like it. On the Board Game Chronicles, 2 videos this week. David Thompson's Castle Itter digital version playthrough, plus Volko Runke's Falling Sky, playing as the Aidui, if I pronounce that right. Invicta channel, we have 2 videos. What if Julius Caesar was not assassinated? I had mentioned that last week. And do Indiana Jones style traps exist? This is a documentary. On Illuminating Rounds episode 75, setting the stage in ASL Scenario Archives, the quarterfinal of the IR Tourney 2022, J53 setting the stage, and a new job opportunity for a fellow player. This is ASL talk, and I have no idea what I just said. On Hex Encountered, 2 videos out. One of them is on actually both of them are on Valor and Victory, the base game playthrough, and a first look at Arnhem DLC for Valor and Victory. Smart War Games. There was actually more videos than this, but that's all I can fit in my screen capture. So basically we have 6 times 4 is 24 videos, you know what I'm saying? And videos such as Jagged Alliance, a Stu Bridge Baptism of Fire, Paranoia, Russian Spetsnaz, Isonzo, World War I, Italian Front release on Steam. These are all video games. America Army 1, Guard Force Covert Strike by the U.S. National Guard, World of Warplanes, Torpedo by Fire, Ardeny 1944, Korea Forgotten Conflicts, Gary Gribsby's War in Russia, Panzer Jagd by Avalon Hill, and more. That's what I said. Lots of videos this week from personal reviewers. Box of Delights. An old guy coming back does a solo playthrough of a game called Oceans. War Stories, 3 videos this week. How close did Nazi Germany get to nuclear weapons? Also, how the Second World War ended. And I shall return, General MacArthur's promise to the... What are those guys, for God's sakes? The, Semper Fi. I can't believe I forgot Semper Fi. Marines, for God's sake. In the Philippines. And we'll be right back right after this, because I gotta collect my thoughts. I'm a little bit lost. Welcome to the GMT Monthly Update September 2022. The news from Gene. They have a huge, large shipment of P500s next week, which include Battles for the Shenandoah. This is a Death Valley expansion. Also, Cuba Libre, the 4th printing. Fields of Fire, the Bulge campaign by Ben Hull. Fire in the Lake, 3rd edition, or I should say 3rd printing, not 3rd edition, by Mark Herman and Volko Runke. Norway 1940, a PQ-17 expansion. And The Last 100 Yards Mission Pack number 1. This game seems to be going far in terms of expansions and possibilities. But what do I know anyways? Also, what's really cool for the skies above Britain is a free print and play STUKAJOE style sequence of play card deck for skies above Britain. I love the sequence of play cards from STUKAJOE. I've used it and use it for RAF, the Battle of Britain 1940, a game by John Butterfield, printed by Decision Games. The ease of flow of the game. Don't have to look at the rule book at all. Just turn over the card will tell you what to do, and you do it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Alright? So this is a game co-designed by Gina Willis and Jeremy White. And they also have, it's a free print and play deck, and you can download it on their website by clicking the little clicky thing where you click it. New P500. New P500s. Fighting Formation. Yep, Chad Jensen. This was taken on by his wife Kai. And it's Fighting Formation's U.S. 29th Infantry Division. Yes, we are not in the Großdeutschland anymore. Also, Napoleon in Egypt, and they're adding a reprint for The Dark Summer, a game by Ted Racier. And what's cool also is they've released a new series of rules for Fields of Fire and an updated player aid card for the enemy activity hierarchies. So they tell you that this was an 18-month effort and a dedicated team of testers and spent nearly 10,000 hours on testing. Look, anything that helps the ease to play this game. I haven't started playing yet. I will, but I'm excited, and this is making it easier for me to go for it. Do it. And the rulebook that they updated here also is specifically intended for players who bought the Bulge campaign, but it'll work with any volume, they say it, and if you can tolerate a small amount of differences between the components and the rules in the games you have now. So of course there's going to be a deluxe edition of the first and an update kit that will make everything match beautifully. Check it out in the GMT, inside GMT. Also, for the playtesters wanted, okay, Zheng He playtester. David and Jeff's solitaire game about the grand expansions of Admiral Zheng He has made the cut. So they need playtesters, and sign up at GMT's website. Also, Triumvir playtesters, Mark and Jeff's 3-player Great Statesman series, as in the final stages of multiplayer playtesting, and they're looking for a handful of folks to playtest it. It is nearly finished. Also, they need individuals who have either a game group of 3 or more people that will playtest together on TTS, or for those who'd be willing to be placed in an online game group. This is arranged by time zone to playtest the 3-player rules. If you're interested, sign up there. Also, Mike Denson's The Last 100 Yards Learn to Play. There's a team, The Last 100 Yards team, has put together a document for learning to play the game. This will eventually work to learn multiple versions of the game. They are testing it beginning with Volume 1. If you have Volume 1 of The Last 100 Yards, or is willing to learn on Vassal and want to learn how to play the game or provide feedback, again, sign up at the GMT site. Let me see, don't forget your merch. Don't forget your merch. There's merch. Flashpoint South China Seas. Alright, now I'm scrolling through here. New P500 editions. Again, Fighting Formations, Napoleon in Egypt, and The Dark Summer second printing. And if you want to know their recent P500 editions, like, check this out, either here or there, Monmouth, Germantown, and Newtown, Iron Storm, Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition, STUKAJOE's pack number 2 of the CDG Solo System. Also, Tank Pack number 2. This is the Mike Bertuccelli game, and it's for enemy in the tank duel enemy in the crosshairs. Also, Rebellion Britannia, Zheng He. Don't forget the playtesting stuff. Battle Command number 1 for Operation Crusader. Also, Boriken the Taino Resistance. I hope I said that right. Henry the Agincourt campaign, or Agincourt campaign of 1415. And in Ben Hull's Men of Iron series, Volume 5, Norman Conquest. Also, Cuius Regio, the 30 Years' War. Sovereign of Discord. This is an expansion for Fire in the Lake. And talk about expansions for Fire in the Lake. I don't know if you heard my story when I played the expansion for Fire in the Lake, but I didn't know I was playing the expansion because I had half a liter of scotch in me. So, yeah. And also Infernal Machine, and that was with Mark Herman. Infernal Machine, the dawn of submarine warfare. So I think this is a Civil War type thingy. And they give you more expanded information on those 3 new games: Fighting Formations, US 29th Infantry Division, the Chad Jensen one, Napoleon in Egypt, and The Dark Summer. This is their yearly bestsellers from July 1st, 2021 to June 30th, 2022. This is a list that is updated quarterly. Obviously, Twilight Struggle, Pacific War, well, there was a big boom on that. Salerno 43, same thing. CDG, same thing. Red Flag over Paris. Fred Serval, my friend. Into the Woods, Vietnam, the U.S. Civil War, second printing by Mark Simonich. Almoravid by Volko Rumke. Normandy 44, that's 2 games right there by Mark Simonich. Barbarossa, Army Group Center, 1941. Karl Paradzi's game, Absolute War, the Russian Front, 41 to 45. 41 to 43, sorry. And is it 41 to 45 or 41 to 43? 41 to 45, what do I know? And Reiner Knizia's Battle Line. Seriously, man. 11th printing. Holy moly. And John Paniski's Plains Indian Wars. For the coming events, there is, what do they call it? The Pax Ludica. So the Jornadas Pax Ludica 2022. This will be in the University of Cadiz, and it will be in Spain, Andalusia, Spain. Don't forget to eat the salty pork, man. You know, they call it jamon. Eat the jamon. Because if you don't eat the jamon, things are not good. Also, GMT is doing their Fall 2022 weekend at the warehouse, the 13th to the 16th of October 2022. Last time they had 100 people there, which is really cool. I wasn't one of them. Why, you say? Because it's in California. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, might as well buy a house instead of going to California. That's the price. What can I tell you? It's what it is.
So it is still our intention to make the event open to all attendees, regardless of vaccination status, and to have a mask optional policy throughout the event. One moment, please. I shall answer the telephone. That was it. I don't know if I should leave this in, but anyways. So this is going to be in the Sequoia Inn. They have hotels, blah, blah, blah. You have to go on the GMT site and check out what's going on. Also, Summit 2022, November 11th to 13th, 2022. I said that, okay, yeah, I was trying to be cool. And this is the San Diego Historical Games Convention, the SD HistCon, the big guys, Harold Buchanan. Who's gonna be there? Okay, Mark Herman, Volko Runke, Mark Simnitz, Jason Carr, Harold Buchanan, obviously, Anata Gupta, and Jason Matthew. Why does he put his name in there? He's in there, but he's also a designer. That's why he does that. Okay, and don't forget the GMT trays are back in stock. There is a Vassal Ladder tournament for the last 100 yards. Also, one for Combat Commander. There's also Coin Series Discord Players Club, a last 100 yards Facebook group, a dedicated Wing Leader website for Wing Leader. That's Lee Birmingham Wood. And there's the official GMT Facebook group. Guess how many people are on there? Well, shy of 13,000. Okay. What else? Not there yet games. Like I use a few more orders before they kick it into the printer. That's Carl Paradis' No Retreat Battles 1942. Bear Trap, Infernal Machine. I thought the Infernal Machine was up, man. Red Winter Update Kit, Grand Prix, New Track Pack, a Holger game. Mike Bertolucci's Tank Duo Tank Pack number 2, Rebellion Britannia, their update kit for the North African Front, No Retreat. Check out the little chit in there, the forget what it's called. There's a rule where there's a little chit. That's my grandpa. Oh, Iron Storm, Hannibal's Revenge, Boriken, and Battle Command Volume Number 1, Operation Crusader. And you know what? These are the most requested games by order received through September 14th. Mr. President, Red Dust Rebellion, Twilight Struggle, Space Empires, All Good Things, the Russian Campaign, China's War, the Weimar Republic, North Africa 41, Skies Above Britain, the Next War Supplement number 3, the Pure Land, the 1833 Northeast, or I should say 18XX NE, A Jest of Robin Hood, Fred Serval,
Oh putain!
and a Command and Colors Napoleonic Expansion number 7, La Grande Bataille Napoleonique. Okay, what's charging? I think I mentioned what's charging. The next shipment will include Charioteer and Skies Above Britain. Here's the all-time bestsellers. Alright, as of June 30th, 2022. This is updated quarterly. And that should be about it for you to get a quick hit on the GMT monthly update, but to get a more detailed perspective and whatever, go to the GMT website, scroll down a little bit unless you have a 38,000 inch monitor, and click on for God's sakes, what are we doing? See, I don't know, I'm losing my mind here. And click on GMT Games, obviously monthly update, September 2022. Salut!
Hello everyone, this is Michel Leviathan Sorbet from the Polish YouTube channel Wojennik TV. As always, here is my very quick roundup of the content published on Wojennik TV during the last 7 days. Last Sunday I released yet another review of a book, of a historical book, and this was the review of The Last Valley, Dien Bien Phu and the French Defeat in Vietnam, written by Martin Windrow. This is an epic book, a book which covers the entire Battle of Dien Bien Phu, fought in 1954 in French Indochina, but it is also a book which gives us a lot broader perspective of the whole conflict and of all the events that ultimately led to the Battle of Dien Bien Phu. Now, I'm an Indochina war geek, so this is something which is really something which I'm keen on. I own several war games covering both the Indochina War as well as the Battle of Dien Bien Phu, and I also own and I have read several books covering this topic. Martin Windrow's is one of the most interesting, although not the best in my opinion. It is also a book which is a good choice for each and every of you who do not know a lot about the Indochina War or about the Battle of Dien Bien Phu, because Windrow, as I said a few moments ago, gives us a lot broader perspective than in some other books covering only the entire battle. On Tuesday, yes, I released another video. This was another English review, and this was the review of Chocim Potęga Husarii, or if you prefer, Chocim, the Might of the Hussars. This is a Polish war game covering the epic battle of Chocim 1621, fought between the Polish, Cossack and Lithuanian forces against the Turkish army invading Poland. Now, the Turkish army was a lot bigger than the Commonwealth army, but still the Poles managed to survive, to defend successfully the fortress of Chocim. This is a Polish war game, extremely interesting. If you're interested in taking a look at how it looks and how it works, it is a review in English. Finally, the last video published during the last 7 days was the Thursday's Polish review, and this was the review of Conquest of Paradise. Conquest of Paradise is by far one of my preferred non-war games released by GMT Games, although the line between a war game and something which is not a war game is in this case very thin, because it still does have some elements which are specific to a war game. Having said that, it is a 4X game, it is a discovery game, an exploration game, which transports us to Polynesia, where we try to discover new islands, colonize them, build new canoes or build new warbands, try to develop our civilization and to become the most prestigious one in the whole Pacific Ocean. I am still playing the first edition because this game had 2 editions, the 2007 edition, which I own, and also the deluxe edition released a couple years back, which added new elements, including a solo mode and the new cards, which were only a theme expansion which wasn't included in the first edition. But still, due to sentimental aspects, I am still sticking to the original edition, and during the review I presented this one when using all the shots and when explaining the rules. This review was released in Polish, but an English version of the same video will soon follow. And those were the 3 videos which were released on Wojennik TV during the last 7 days. As always, I wish you an excellent weekend, have a great gaming, and see you next time.
Corner 658 has 12 videos out this week, all on Market Garden, day 1 to day 6, and this involves Nijmegen Bridge, the German response, the airdrops, Robert Redford. I don't even think he was in that movie, but maybe I'm wrong. All this on U-Boat 658. Juste Garde, Napoleon at Leipzig or Leipzig, Ground Campaign Part 3, Wachau or Wachau, and Mohern. OSG, that's Operational Strategic Gang, and TLNB, Try Lock and Load Baseball. Hey, au revoir, Monsieur Blucher, he says, on Juste Garde. Someone who's been not here for a long... Actually, no, I'm wrong. This is the Tabletop's Edge, the first video in a new playthrough series where he showcases a combined campaign game of Days of Decision 3 and the World in Flames Collector Edition, episode number 1. This is an intro. Raider Ops, 3 videos. These are new channels that I'm finding over and over again. More people are coming out with new channels. Never Too Young to Clip Counters. Also, Holland 44, a Simonage game by GMT, Operation Market Garden, and Holland 44 Turn 2 Sit Rep. Situation Report. See, I know that. On the fantastic channel that is Kings and Generals, we have 2 videos. Actually, I should say 3 videos, but I think I showcased one last week on the rise of the Ottoman Empire, Bapheus 1302, and Battle of Loribaiwa or Yoribaiwa. It sounds more Japanese because it's in the Pacific War Theater, number 44, and Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022. This is happening as we speak, or as I speak and as you listen. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials has 2 videos this week. Command and Colors, Ancients 603 Sepeya, and Here Come the Rebels scenario number 7 from Fredericksburg. Wars of the World, 2 videos. World War I War Crimes, the Baralong Incident, and the men who hunted down Nazis after World War II. I don't know if you've seen a video. Well, a video. I saw the documentary of the Mossad going after Eichmann. I forget his first name. But I saw the movie also with Ben Kingsley of that situation. Rudolph Eichmann, I think. And first of all, Ben Kingsley, the movie with Ben Kingsley was fantastic, but the documentary was riveting. Seriously, unbelievable. 3-minute board games looks at Lanterns, the Harvest Festival, in about 3 minutes, and don't buy that game. This is 8 minutes and 50 seconds of do not buy that game on 3-minute board games. Respect, Jim Ozarski, 3 videos of the Battle of Borodino Part 3 for Blucher, and Fumbling About with Spearhead, and the Battle of Quatre Bras Part 4 for LaSalle number 2. On the big board gaming, we have 3 videos, a Bridge Too Far and a giveaway. Top of the 1300 Turn Screaming Eagles in Holland, and a most fearful sacrifice post-play comments. All this on Big Board Gaming. Wise Guy History, 2 videos out. Second attempt at Anzac Landing. And Donnerschlag, overview and playthrough, a game published by VUCA Simulations. the man who goes by the name of Jeff, has 6 videos out. Stars of the CARROLL's playthrough parts 14, also Descent Legends of the Dark, and 4 other videos of Descent Legends of the Dark, a playthrough, Watchtower Complete, Kaylee Butt Whooping, End of Mission number 2, and Bandit LAIR, opening on the man who calls himself Jeff. On Stephen Dolges' channel, a lot of people putting out a lot of videos, man. This is great. 12 videos out of End of the Empire, a playthrough strategy, Revolutionary War 1778, 1777, 76, 75, a war intro, Rebellion plus Dunmore's War, Indian War Part 2, all of End of Empire on Stephen Dolges' channel. Dad vs. Son is slacking off. We only have 5 videos. Scenario 14, turns 11 through 15 of Combat, a game published by Compass Games. Simple History has 4 videos out. Strange Military Traditions, also history behind the Royal Guards. These are shorts, and the 5 regiments of Royal Guards, and the Jewish teenager who hid in the German army. I don't know. Wardy Road plays World War II. It Never Snows. Turn 4 solo play. It Never Snows. Solo turn 6 after action report, and all the phases of It Never Snows for Jeff, he says. The Professor Riccardo Mazzini, 2 videos, and one of them in Italian for our Italian listens, Vita di Wargamer, il mercato secondario, meaning that the life of a wargamer, the secondary market, and Micro Warlog, Heroes of Normandy in Solitaire, but he says Solitario, so I'm assuming that is an Italian spoken video. Mo of Mo's Game Table has 2 videos out. One is Donnerschlag, Escape from Stalingrad, from VUCA Simulations, and Polyversal Sci-Fi Miniatures System from Collins Epic Games. And if I'm not mistaken, this was in the preview, or I should say was in the works, at least 5 years ago. Collins Epic War Games. And Mauro Faina has 6 videos out, all of them on Il Giannizzero Nero. One of them, he talks about Salerno 43, a Simonich game. And that's it for the Italian Mauro Faina. Practice your Italian in War Games with Mauro Faina. For our Spanish listeners, the War Game Reviewer is back after a long hiatus. And he talks about the Academy of Red Storm Entre Bellotas. So it's in between BellotaCon and I don't know the other one in Spanish, but it says Entre Bellotas 2021, El Camino a la Desunión, 2nd edition, I think, but I might be mistaken. Please have our Spanish listeners correct me if I do butcher stuff. Another week, another show. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and support this channel. That support goes a long way. I'm actually in the process of rebuilding my deck, so the garage is being rebuilt, and therefore the room that I've been wanting will be split in the garage, and it will be built, and I should be filming from there.